Hi, welcome to my channel, guys, and today we are going to talk about disability mainstreaming. As you all know, I am a person with a disability. And what is disability mainstreaming? Disability mainstreaming means it's a strategy through which concerns, needs, and experiences of persons with a disability can be made so that the needs of persons with a disability can be fulfilled in the society. The concept here is to find the structured solutions, or rather ways of making persons with a disability comfortable in the society. And in the disability mainstreaming, we have two ways, that is integral, or rather integration, and inclusion. So today I'm just going to give out examples of those disability mainstreaming as I explain one by one. Number one, we have something to do with sign language. When I talk about sign language, we know we have persons with disabilities who are not able to hear or even speak whatever the people around them are talking, or rather discussing. So whenever we are in a function, or whether we are working in supermarkets, I think it will be the initiative of each and every institution to find that there is a sign language interpreter. Sign language interpreter is very important. You can imagine someone is heading to your shop and is asking you, "I need sugar," and you don't understand whatever this guy is signing. You see, it's really a challenge. So it's good also. Me personally, I would advocate that if possible, let us all learn sign language as a language, so that we can interact with our brothers and sisters who are not able to speak or even hear or even talk. It's good that if only we can develop interest and learn about sign language. I think we have institutions that offer such classes, so that one can be able to learn about sign language. Number two, it's about lifts and ramps. We find that most buildings, actually, they don't have lifts and they don't have ramps. When I say lift, you find that in a building, especially those old buildings are still in usage right now. I tell you, a person on a wheelchair and a person who is using crutches, sometimes going up those stairs till maybe the 5th floor, the 6th floor, it's a hassle for a person with a disability. Actually, I tell you, at the end of the day, when we sit down like this, we start feeling some pain in our bodies. So sometimes when lifts are there, we are able to have accessibility. Sometimes also we have private matters. Maybe you want to talk to someone in a certain office privately. You can't, you are not even able to talk to that person because maybe his office or our office, it's up there and there's no lift. It makes things worse for us. And for the ramps, I've had many of my friends say, I hardly go to church, I hardly go to some places because there are no ramps. You get that there are those steps. The steps have been put there, something like stairs, that is, and you find that you have a wheelchair, you are on crutches too, you are not even able to move upwards because there's nothing to support you. You find some ramps zimejengwa like this, even a person with a person on a wheelchair, when he or she moves, possibly atarudi reverse. A person walking on crutches, probably that person is likely to slip off and na ajipate ako chini. For example, myself, I use crutches. So when the ramp is steep like this, I will definitely fall down. I really fear that. And if there's anything I fear in my life is falling down. I'm really scared of that. So lifts and ramps, whenever guys you're building a house or institutions, kindly consider the type of a ramp. Is equally steep. Consider those lifts for some of us, so that we all access all these services wherever we go. Another thing is, that is number 3, slippery floors. Hey, mi naogopa tiles, especially when it is watery. I tell you that the crutch tip, that rubber tip, itaenda tu shui na ujipate chini pa. So let us have those floors dry all the time, and also tusichague zile tiles zile zinakaa slippery zaidi. Probably I'm coming to your place for some services na hata sitafika huko, where I might end up being sick from there kwa sababu ya kuanguka. So let us consider all this, and at least when we are building, or rather when you're having your building, try to put those floors that are not that slippery. Point number 4, that is accessible toilets. Some of us, we are not able to squat, especially me. I put on calipers from my toes up to my thighs. You can imagine I can't squat, and the toilets we have, they're those Indian toilets. Someone like me might have some difficulties going to the toilet. So at least when we have a sit-on toilet, it's much better than that Indian toilet. So when the contractors and the constructors of the houses, kindly, when you're putting up these houses, kindly consider that, and consider the type of tenants, or rather the people visiting your place for services. Point number 5, it's about accessibility in those buildings. For example, when we are putting up structures, kindly consider the type of doors you put in, so that you can allow a person on a wheelchair to have access into your building. Some structures, they have small doors. It cannot accommodate a wheelchair person to get in. And also sinks in the house. I've had that problem. You find there is a sink imejengwa mpaka hapa. Like personally me, Lilian, when I try to wash my utensils, I will strain like this. You know, the sink is here and I'm here. You can imagine the struggle I go through. At the end of the day, najipata kama naumwa na mwili. I'll have to take Panadols for the pain. What I always do personally, wherever I stay, I'll have to use a wheelchair. And this wheelchair, I push it next to my sink, then I kneel on the wheelchair so that I have my utensils washed. You see the struggle. You can imagine that struggle. Probably if the sink would be accessible for me, ningeweza kuosha vyombo zangu vizuri alafu nitoke. That is the struggle the persons with disabilities go through. Another thing is about let us provide guides, especially to our brothers and sisters who are blind. Let us help them, provide guides for them, so that when they move around, they can have access to whichever places they are heading to. Also, let us provide brailles. With the brailles, they can be able to talk, communicate, and even for them to have the information with them. when those braille machines are available, it makes things much easier for them. Also, point number 6 rather, or 7, I think I've forgotten. It's about also provision of those audios. It really helps a lot. Let us all have that disability friendly environment for persons with disability. We also love to be in a place whereby we can feel free, we can work without struggle. We can have an environment that you don't feel like you get bored all the time if you think of going to that place. Let us even have the supermarkets. Let us all have accessible places to go. There's one supermarket I wasn't able to access because of the ikona hiyo kamutaro hapo nje. You see, there is that I can't access the supermarket. Yes, I would wish to go there, but now I can't. I would wish to buy from them, but now I can't. So let us have all these supermarkets kindly. The owners of buildings, the tenants, landlords, landladies, kindly, whenever you build all these structures, kindly consider us and put us in your budgets, or rather put us in that budget. Consider us when you are building. Remember that person with the disability, kesho atakuwa tenant wako. That person might come to your office for any service. We want also privacy. Sometimes when you visit some hospitals, we need that, but at least hospitality, it's a bit much better, because there every day they have patients, they have those devices that will need a disability friendly area. So guys, disability mainstreaming is a wide topic, and it involves everyone. One day you, me, any other person would wish to have a building. Remember also, even if you're not a person with a disability, remember old age is catching up with us. One day you'll need a very friendly place. Like you'll need a place to move in. You'll need a place to go around, and probably you'll be on a wheelchair, pengine kwa sababu umezeeka. We are all candidates of disability. So when we are making all these things, when we are building, when we are trying to set up structures, remember that one day you might be on the same situation, like you need to move from one place to another. So let us make the environment friendly for every one of us. Guys, disability mainstreaming is a wide topic. Next time I'll talk about it. Kindly subscribe to my channel, like it, and even comment. And above all, let us all be ambassadors of disability mainstreaming. Thank you. Till next time. Bye bye.